think.
Commander, we're receiving a transmission from the council.
Okay, so what is our transmission? 112, a new recruit, a heavy, which is super nice, and panic reduction. I'll take that any week of any day of the week. Right. Okay. Let's go. So.
Strike one.
We're dropping you just inside the Egyptian border.
It's not the easiest, but also not the hardest of all council missions. So I guess it's doable. Our first challenge will be a thin man here, one, which we definitely want to kill before he has the chance to act in any way. Okay. So our tactic, as far as I'm concerned, is let's stay the fuck out of line of sight and try to kill it directly after we trigger it. Good, so the places where I'm pretty sure that it is going to trigger is like here in full cover, here, and this here. This here shouldn't trigger. So let's give it a try. And let's also give this here a try. Okay, hasn't triggered, as I was thinking. If I remember correct, this doesn't trigger either. This one here isn't triggering.
You're the team here to get Van Dorn, right? You ran up ahead to find one of our men who got caught in a blast when those freaks.
He's just like standing here for the time being. The heavy with his grenade, with his rocket, could prove valuable. Often though it boils down to us hopefully not getting one shot from it, because often it just jumps down here, which is a little bit unlucky, I suppose. Maybe we could trigger it from here and get better results. I haven't done that so far. But I'm pretty sure if I'm triggering it from the right hand side, it will just jump down. So let's try this here. Yeah. I guess that was to be expected. So instead of now panicking, let's set up an Overwatch trap. Hunkering down wouldn't really help us, because usually the aiming skill of them with 90 is high enough to even have a solid chance of hitting us in hunker down. But I guess if it's now charging, which it's often doing, we have a solid chance of killing it. And I was right, we had a solid chance of killing it.
Heading to that location.
Alright, next up, let's reload. There's usually a pack of sectoids either here or on the right hand side. And the difficult part, at least the one that I find quite difficult, is there are two pods of two sectoids in the very back. You can trigger each one individually, so that's not the real difficult part. But I feel the more difficult part is that you have no real cover. You are more or less forced to go down there. So maybe with squad side that's a little bit better. We'll see. But I often had this mission like it's the very second mission. Wasn't so lucky to get a fast promotion of my sniper. So Let's see.
Got my eyes on.
Get down here! Not fair if I have all the fun.
So we want to slowly advance. Reason for not immediately like going up here is I want to get the heavy into position because one of the rockets could be reaching the target. So I'm just moving up just a little bit closer. Of course. So these guys definitely need to die, and I guess it's fair to say that the highest priority from us should be removing all of the cover and killing them at the moment. So that's... we can trade 2 for 2 with the grenades. He'll be in open cover, but that is okay as far as I'm concerned. If we run here and run gun this guy down. This here does not trigger something in the back, but it certainly is offering a flank. Good, so this guy's down, and now that he's down, I'm also not concerned using my grenade here to finish off these two. If I would have done it the other way around, leaving him in the open, that's a little bit too much of a risk. All right, Arik, I'll just name one of the guys. Just give me a shout out which of them would be of most interest for you. Okay, so that is a very, very comfortable position because we haven't officially triggered it, and that is a solid 100% kill, which I'm willing to take. So we are triggering it by killing one of 2, and now the other guy will be like super mad. Wow, what have you done? See, and that's already the problem. Like, we are so close to being able to shoot him, but yet it's just not close enough. So 2 of them are on Overwatch, which should be okay. It's now jumping down. I wanted to definitely not jump down. Wow, good job, guys. I definitely didn't want to go down because, like I said, there is a second pack on the left-hand side, and you usually want to clear out the first one before you engage the second one. Reloading now.
Get down here! Not fair if I have all the fun.
I need to go down for the other 2, that's obvious.
You coming down here or what?
Need to be a little bit careful here because that last part is really not as easy as it might look. I want to be careful with triggering them. Now that triggered. And they are now in full cover, so we have no other option as to blow up the car and make sure that they do not get any shots. Good. Alright, so when we go down, the next quote-unquote scripted encounter will start, which means we would want to go into position to greet all of the newcomers. Usually, as soon as you trigger it,
Get over
if
here.
I'm not mistaken, there's like one guy back here which is triggering. So, and here plus here are going to be additional spawns as well. So I suppose what I'm going to do is I'll just move the guys into position. He can shoot twice. That's the reason for putting him there. Just going to give him cover there. The sniper is flexible due to his squad side. And if I'm not mistaken, the other guy spawned over here. Like, there are 3 spawns and 2 of them will be triggered randomly.
Get down here. Not fair if I have all the fun.
Okay.
Thank God you're here. I'm still breathing, but I can't say the same for a lot of my boys. Let's get out of here before any more of those things show up.
Commander, we should get the VIP back to the Sky Ranger as soon as possible.
I'm not contradicting on getting the VIP back. That's definitely a good idea. But I am a little bit more interested in seeing what spawns
I don't
behind
know what
here.
outfit you're from,
So we
but I
can
haven't seen gear like that before.
just wait a little bit and wait for the first spawns to happen. Okay, so as always, the VIP is dictating the spawns with his movement,
I owe it to my men.
so that should trigger the first spawns.
Got it covered. Explorando. Come get some. Scanner.
Strike 1. We've got a wave of X-rays closing on your location. Eyes up.
Good, there's the first thin man. And there's the second one. I'm still sure that there was a third one back there.
Missed the target.
Okay, so let's start with this guy.
Start keeping score. Let's rock.
I just wish I could have done more for my people. I lost some good men.
So we want to get up here because the next spawns will also include a spawn here. There's one going to be here and one on this side. So I definitely want to get rid of any potential
It was looking bad.
cover for
I
them.
might not have made it if you didn't show up.
Reloaded.
Instead, let's reload.
Recargado.
We'll advance a little bit more.
I'm on it.
And there should be now 2 more
Forces headed
spawns.
your way, Strike 1. Get ready.
That's one, and the other one should be over here.
Blanco fallado.
Okay, let's start with this guy. It's killing him very, very nice. Oh, even a critical. Alright, so I can get some more time in reloading instead of cleaning up. Still pretty sure that there was one drop
Alles im Blick.
back there.
On Overwatch. That's affirmative. Marchando.
Anyways, the last 2 spawns will happen now.
Recibido. Estoy vigilando.
And if they don't happen, we are done with this mission.
I owe you one.
Easy peasy.
Seriously, I wouldn't be here with.
Still a little bit afraid of the Thin Men, but if they just drop down so scripted, you can usually greet them. So Eric, which of the characters would you like to have? Wow, promotions are fast with the Thin Man. So that's lightning reflexes, very nice. I'll go for battle scanners, that's for sure. Field medic perk, nice. And heat ammunition. Sectoids, Thin Man, weapon fragments. And another heavy plus some panic reduction.
We will be watching.
Mama Bear, average aim, average will. Already Sergeant. Well, Mama Bear, your training has sucked so far, it seems. But let's welcome her, because in case our heavy gets wounded, we still have a backup here. Rockets are very strong at the beginning. Let's award the medal to our heavy to make sure that he is not wounded. Nice dreadlocks, man. Okay. So, Africa looks fine. Very nice with the low panic there. So let's go on and wait for the satellite uplink. Here we go. So build facilities, satellite uplink,
Glad to have more help down here.
begin construction. And since this time we have steam here, I also would want to start the generator on the right hand side. Okay. Just trying to think the base design through, like another workshop plus cybergenetic plant. Here could be our foundry. These two probably would need to be power generators. There's another steam. This here will all be satellite uplinks, that's for sure. And as soon as the generator is up and running, we can already start building the access lift or the cybergenetic plant.